Hello and welcome to the Tabletop Games blog topic discussion. I don't know how many times I've now attended, but during my first visit I was walking the halls hoping to speak to publishers about my blog and praying that I might get a review copy or two. I attended for a single day, driving up all the way and back again by myself, trying to cram it all in. That's all changed over the years. So let me tell you my plans for UK Games Expo 2025. These days my focus is still on discussing review opportunities with publishers. Getting games for free to review is really the only way to allow me to run the blog. So I'm spending Sundays speaking to a number of publishers at UK Games Expo 2025. I've booked a few meetings to make sure I get to speak to them. While the rest of the day I will walk up to stands and hope that someone is available to talk to me. So if you see me walking the halls on Sunday, feel free to say hello, but don't be cross if I don't have time, as I'm rushing to another appointment. Otherwise, Friday and Saturday I will be demoing for Asmodee UK again, like I did the last couple of years. It's another way for me to be able to afford running the blog and attending events like UK Games Expo 2025. I've not yet been told which stand I'll be on, but keep an eye on my social media. I'll post there once I know. So please pop by and I'll demo you a game or two and have a chat. Of course my focus will be on demoing, but I'll definitely want to talk to you too. However, I have the most time in the evenings to properly chat. So look out for me at one of the open gaming tables in the halls on Friday or Saturday evening. A friend of mine will also be there. We'll have a few games on us to play. Don't worry, they're all easy and chill. So if you have a busy day, you won't be overwhelmed. Just make sure you ping me on social media and let me know when you think you might say hello. It would be great to see you. Don't forget that UK Games Expo 2025 isn't in Hall 1 this year, as it's occupied by another event, meaning everything will be a lot busier. The car parks will be filling up quickly, trains will be packed, food outlets will be busy, and there'll be more people outside the halls. So allow plenty of time to get from one place to another, and maybe pack lunch to avoid queuing at the food outlets. UK Games Expo 2025 is big. Over 43,000 square meters of exhibition space across halls 2, 3, 3A and 4, and over 600 exhibitors. Some of the suites in the nearby Hilton Hotel also host events. Last year there were over 65,000 visitors over the 3 days of UK Games Expo, and I expect this year to be similarly busy. Friday tends to be the quieter day because people are at work. Saturday is usually the busiest day as families come and it's the weekend. Sunday is also often busy but usually quieter than the Saturday because it's a shorter day and a school night. However, I can't guarantee that 2025 will be the same, so come whenever you think is best. However, make sure you plan your visit. Think about transport, parking, food, what companies to see, which events to attend and generally what you want to do. Also make sure you have plenty of water on you. Exhibition halls are places where you can easily dehydrate, so keep sipping and top up your bottles when you can. If you want to recoup some of your costs, maybe think about entering the £1,000 daily giveaway. Find out more on the UK Games Expo website. If you come with family, then check out the Asmodee UK Adventure Pass. Details haven't been released yet, but keep an eye out on their Facebook page. I can't list all of the exhibitors here, but I want to pick out a few I'm excited about at UK Games Expo 2025. Let me start with a few indies close to my heart. First of all, there's Attican Games on stand 3A165. Check out their latest game, Malus Hortus, and all of their wonderful handmade board game accessories. The love and attention that goes into everything they do make it all very special. The wonderful Bez from Stuff by Bez will be there as well on stand 3A769. Her imagination and creativity shows in everything she does, and you can't miss her in her red outfits. It might be her last time at UK Games Expo, so please do pop by and say hello to her. You'll be in for an amazing, positive experience, I can assure you. I would also like to recommend you pop by the Descent Games stand 2908. Check out the latest games, Busy Buses, a game designed by children, and Loose in the Library. They are an indie publisher worth taking a closer look at. I guess I also have to mention Naylor Games, who are one of the blog's supporters. You can find them on stand 3A370 with their latest release, Snowdonia Grand Tour. Yes, that's a successor to Snowdonia, a classic and highly respected game. So do check it out and see for yourself the amazing work the team have put into this new release. I also suggest you see Unfringed on stand 3313, a publisher that I haven't paid enough attention to until now. Their game Zuli will be there in its second edition. It was picked up by Oin Games and released under the title Moving Wild. So if that's not a recommendation, then I don't know. There are also some bigger names at UK Games Expo 2025 with games that I'm interested in. A lot of people have been saying many good things about Galactic Cruise by Dranda Games on stand 2704. So I want to take a closer look and see if it's a game that I should review. Explorers of Navoria also looks very interesting, so I'll have a look at that too. Osprey Games will be on stand 3A448 showing off Ofrenda, which I've already reviewed, as well as Line of Fire Burnt Moon, which I want to take a closer look at. It looks like an interesting lane battler which could be really exciting. I also want to say hello to Red Raven Games, who are on stand 342. Their games have always held a special place in my heart, and pretty much all of them are really great fun to play with all the family. I want to speak to them about a couple of their games, Six Sojourns and Isle of Night, which have grabbed my attention. If I can make an appointment, I'd also love to speak to Shed Board Games UK, who have been doing an amazing job of distributing board games from other countries in the UK. They are on stands 2316 and 2416, and are going to have a wide catalogue of games on show. I spoke to them last year and would love to catch up with them to talk about their upcoming games. I'm also hoping to speak with Paperfoot Games, who are on stand 2714, with the latest games Fathom and Terraria, both of which look very interesting. I'd love to see what they're like. They are a publisher that I got to know through the all-time classic Cosmoctopus. Of course, UK Games Expo is an international show, so I can't miss the opportunity to speak to publishers from places a bit further afield. First of all, there is Play With Us Design, who are on stand 4714. They want to show me one of their upcoming games which I can't talk about yet. They also have a number of other games, of course. As a Taiwanese publisher, their games are always a bit different, which is exciting. I can't wait to see what the latest game is all about. I'm also looking forward to visiting Playte on stand 3745. They are a South Korean publisher and are probably famous for their L-board version of Can't Stop. I love small box games and noticed that they have a copy of Pueblo that is much smaller, making it the perfect travel game. So while I'm not expecting to see any new games as such, finding a small box version of the game I enjoy is going to be exciting enough. There are many more exhibitors at UK Games Expo, some of whom I'm also planning to visit, but I just wanted to pick out some of the maybe lesser well-known ones and those that are special to me. That doesn't mean I won't say hello to Ravensburger on stand 2736 or Cosmos on stand 31030, of course. So I hope you've got a better idea of what to expect and know how to say hello to me if you have time. It'd be really lovely to speak with you and maybe play a game or two. Either way, enjoy the show and make the most of your time there. UK Games Expo is an amazing event that should offer something for everyone.
Thank you for listening to this Tabletop Games blog topic discussion podcast. Please check the description below for links mentioned in this episode, as well as to the written version of this article on the blog. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe, give us some stars or leave a review. Please also tell your friends about me, and if you want to offer financial support, check out my Patreon and Ko-fi pages, links to which you'll find in the blog at tabletopgamesblog.com. So thank you again for listening, and I hope to see you again soon.
This podcast was made possible by the generous help of my supporters. Royal Patron Sean Newman, Magic Champion John Risley, Castle Guards David Miller and James Naylor, Dice Masters Alex Bardi, Paul Grogan and Robin Kay, and Shining Lights Jacob Davis, Gavin Jones, Sarah Reed and Richard Simpson.